Guys, we've been heavily covering the California fires. It's obviously unprecedented, and it's something that really truly hurt people in California, not just those who were directly affected. All of us were affected, and all of us are affected, and all of us are going to feel the repercussions of these tragic events in the coming months, perhaps in the coming years as well. Joining us on the show today, we're very fortunate that we have leaders here in California that are proactive and whose heart and minds are always for the people. California State Treasurer Fiona Ma is one of them. Recently, she had a briefing talking about help and support available for the victims of the fires in California. Hello, State Treasurer Fiona Ma. Welcome to SoJannelle.
Thank you. Hi, Janelle. Great to be on.
Yes, thank you so much for coming and making time for us. I know you're very busy, so I guess let's get to the crux of it. What are some of those help assistance available to the victims of the California wildfires?
Yeah, so during the pandemic, we found that a lot of residents didn't really understand what the resources were coming from the federal, state, local, and even the private sector. So we put together a resource guide, and we did about 200 to 300 different webinars, trying to reach out to all the different communities, letting them know what was coming down the pike and what was available still. Now, because of the wildfires, we put together our California Wildfire Recovery Guide. And it is on my website at www.treasurer.ca.gov. And when you go to the website, there is a red button that says Wildfire Recovery Resource Guide. And it has everything, resources from my office to general assistance resources, mortgage and housing, childcare, grants for workers, and also resources for businesses and nonprofit assistance, legal services, insurance services, volunteering and donation sites, tax relief, and then all of the disaster recovery centers that are popping up so that people know where to go for trusted information and resources that they can engage in, versus a lot of people are out there, they're pretending to be certain people, they're scamming people, they're scaring people, trying to offer people quick money. We do not want that. We want people to take their time, understand the resources, connect with the trusted individuals and agencies so that they can make the best decisions that they can during these very devastating times. It does have QR codes. So if you're interested, you can, use your iPhone, log onto the QR code to get more information. And then I also have a dedicated email, askfiona@treasurer.ca.gov. So if anybody has any questions, they can't access information, they just want questions answered, please have people email me to askfiona@treasurer.ca.gov.
I love that you have taken the guesswork out of it. You did say, and it is true, a lot of people are taking advantage of the situation, unfortunately, pretending to help, but really they're out to get you. And I like that your office has already vetted these organizations, and it's all in that resource guide that people can trust.
Exactly. Yes,
Yes.
that is the purpose.
Right. And then for people that are asking for help, and I'm sure that you have guides there too on how to go about it, because for instance, from FEMA, I'm hearing that if you're already getting help from somewhere, you're not eligible to get from FEMA, and maybe vice versa.
Well, I mean, it depends, right? And it changes as each catastrophe is a little bit different, and depending on how urgent the situation is. But FEMA is usually a reimbursement program. So FEMA does not give you money up front. The state usually, or the locals, have to provide the resources, to clean the land, for example, from all the toxics, and then get a soil report. And then we submit the receipts to FEMA, and then FEMA reimburses the state or the local. So that's usually how it works. So things like that, right? People think, oh, I'm going to call FEMA and I need money. No, FEMA is a reimbursement program. You have to call either the state or your local government to start that process first.
And this is the recovery guide, Treasurer Ma. I know that we are also in a few maybe months or years going to have to go in the rebuilding phase.
Yes, yes. And so There will be organizations that are going to provide more information about timelines, because we don't know right now. The fires are still not really contained. We don't know how long it's going to take to clear the land. If you have a mortgage, you need to contact your bank. They're giving, I think, 3 months of
Moratorium.
deferment. Exactly. And so there's a lot for people to do, especially, when they have lost everything, to try to figure out who they need to call. So this is kind of the purpose of the guide.
Any last pieces of advice or words of comfort to share with those who have been affected?
First off, I would recommend going to your local resource disaster recovery center. Many of the agencies are going to have people and booths of information where you can sit and talk to someone one-on-one. That's number one. Number two, we are California. We are the Golden State. We will rebuild, and we will do it together. So during this time, we need to just support each other, uplift each other, love each other a little more, have more patience, and do whatever we can to help our fellow Californians get back on their feet.
Well, beautifully said. Thank you so much once again for making time for us. I know you're very busy, so stay safe out there, and really thank you for working for our people.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do to get the information out.
Thank you.